like this draft here for Hanwha Life Esports is completely open-ended. You could do anything. Well, maybe not this.
Well, they're gonna do that instead. Okay, so there is a Ziggs. Mel gonna be locked in.
Pike bottom lane.
Okay, that is a different bottom lane that I was expecting. We were seeing a lot of Mel in first stand, largely used in the mid lane. Haven't necessarily seen it as a bottom lane pick, but I believe she was more popular in bottom lane elsewhere, outside of the LCK, when she debuted. So this is a little bit of fun out of Hanjin Breon. I don't know whether it's good, but it is fun, as we've now got Zeus considering playing a Nivea top, but it's probably just going to be Gnar. And there it is, Zeka taking a leaf out of APA's book with a bit of the Ziggs mid. Kind of fun.
It is very fun. It is very much able to outrange Azir, and that's why it's picked here. So now you're having a tough top lane matchup. This Mel pick doesn't necessarily solve what's going down here in the bottom lane, especially if you don't hit your hooks.
Yeah, Namgung is just going to get
almost deaded.
Almost deaded. Yeah, that's what I was looking. Lockdown Namgung, but does get him out of there. There's now Gideon looking to make his way towards Zeka, who is completely out of mana.
Satchel is available, but he doesn't have the mana to use it, just flashes.
Ooh, double scuttle here for the Trundle after getting a flash out of the mid laner. This is a pretty good start.
Eason, we can't be starting like this, but...
All right, okay, there's the combo. His first blood over to Namgung. Take that, Wolf, you negative Nancy.
All right. That's a real good thing, actually. That's not the fake good thing of the double scuttle. Actual real solid advantage that could translate into large win conditions. This could also be something, maybe.
Yeah, Casting gonna walk over towards Kanavi, who does get the knock up. There is the kennel going down as Zeus looks for the wallop. Will connect it there on the Gideon, who's gonna have to flash to get himself out of here, but the flash immediate follow, and Zeus gonna lock down the kill under the Trundle. That 2v2 did not feel very fair at all, as Kanavi looking for even more.
If Kanavi told Zeus, I got this 1v2, bro, just stay where you are, it would have felt okay. But instead it was not.
Oh. Okay, well, Namgung looking for an angle here. Does find the stun onto the Xin Zhao. He looks to just try and lock down the camp because I think he knew that he was dead. As the Seraphine moves up as well, that is a kill. So I'm looking forward to seeing whether the bros are going to be able to carry this one through, as now we're looking for even more. There's the Emperor's Divide onto Kanavi like we were talking about before, but the Mega Inferno Bomb goes down. Gideon gonna have to keep himself alive. Doesn't have the ultimate running just yet. Namgung finds another one. The Bone Skewer is gonna take down Kanavi again. 0-2 for the Xin Zhao.
But they didn't have enough damage to get that initial kill. And I'm going to rotate over as Teddy's going to dodge the arrow.
Flash out of the way. Did want to have that rebuttal available for that, but used it on a volley instead, as Namgung going to have to get out of there and will be able to do so. But now, killable Mel in that bottom side, as Gideon going to find Kanavi moving towards the river once again. And when a Trundle is just bigger than you, it's really hard to exist as a jungler. Zeka going to be moving on over, but Gideon still gets the chomp, and down goes the Xin. That's a solo bolo for the bro jungler.
Tempo he has. Now Namgung again.
Oh my, it's a reel. He's just styling on them. Gumayushi, not a whole lot of opportunity, does have to flash to get himself out of the way, but use the Ghost as well.
Definitely in a comp that can come back. Like, this is not a lost game by any means. It's Gideon once again with the gank.
Yep. Let's see whether Namgung can find it. Finds the double snare, as Teddy also able to layer it in. But Namgung this time is going to get punished, as Kanavi was lying in wait. And HLE are going to be able to win out in the skirmish on the bottom side. Now looking to push further forward, as Teddy could be in a bunch of trouble. The flash over from Kanavi as he gets the audacious charge in. And the arrow will connect. The encore from downtown, and Teddy will be taken out. It's Kanavi that grabs that kill as Loki. I just do not think that this is going to be your time to shine, my friend, and he agrees as he backs away. Now Gideon tries to put them in the kennel, exactly right. As now Casting flashing onto Zeus. Let's see whether he can actually win the fight, as he's looking for the opportunity. Dominus is down, and he's closed the gap onto this mini-Gnar, but now he doesn't have a lot of gap close remaining, and the Dominus not going to be enough to kill this mini-Gnar here in the top lane. Still with an opportunity, but HLE taking back control. Gideon going to be helping out Casting here, who just gets slammed into this turret and will just be taken out. Zeka with the big old bomb is going to be able to take him down. Now Namgung looking to try and get in here and support Gideon.
They got to buy time for Loki to get here.
Yeah, decent little bone skewer to buy a little bit of space, but the bouncing bombs are flying forward and Namgung has no health bar to speak of. Gideon, the same situation here as it looks like Zeka has come online. Loki, very, very late to this one as Kanavi, I think he's dead. Emperor's Divide is going to sweep him up, but now that's not going to be available for protecting this turret, which is likely to go down. Teddy is liberal.
Shifted to the other side now as Loki even gets satcheled here.
Yeah, and Kanavi looking for an angle here towards Namgung. And the Pike will die to like a second and third auto attack.
They could consider a dive here for sure. Loki may have to just, best of luck.
Yeah, let's see whether Loki can survive this one as they do get the bone skewer, and Zeka could be in trouble. There's the Flash Emperor's Divide as Loki is just dead. And Zeka also managed to kill the Pike at the same time. Mega Inferno Bomb goes down and Zeka is becoming a gigantic problem here in this game. Delight is dead, so there's at least that, but still.
Another wave, Gideon has to try to run away.
Yeah, Kanavi looking for that 3-talon strike. Will be able to get the slow from the Wind Becomes Lightning, and there it is, the last shot. Gumiushi should be able to help lock this one down. He is gifted that kill. HLE looking to turn and take themselves down a crocodile. They might be able to do so as Gideon goes in, leads with the subjugation and does put down the kennel, but they are not going to overcommit onto anything here. And Mega Inferno Bomb almost just kills Namgung outright. Is going to be in satchel range incredibly quickly. There it is, and down it goes. Now Kanavi goes in, looking for that opportunity as the crocodile, I mean, blink and you'll miss it. He
like Gale Force, you know?
Yeah,
same thing,
there you
basically,
go.
right?
Pretty much the same item. As Casting looking for another flank opportunity, might be able to get in there, does have the Dominus as the arrow will connect onto Namgung and he's just obliterated. There's the Encore as well as Loki. He dashes out of the way of it. Gideon surviving for a very long time as the Mel is able to take down the Xin Zhao and Casting gets in there, slice and dicing and looking pretty cool here as the Ash will be taken out. It's a triple for Zeka though and he's still at full health. Casting trying to get on top of Zeus who flashes out of the way. The Mega Inferno Bomb goes down as Teddy. Can he manage to get the execution? And he finds it. And now it's Teddy versus Zeka. The sidesteps are good. The Hextech Minefield doesn't quite land. And there is the Q. They are just going to back away though as Zeka says, okay. And they will escape as, man, that was a much better fight for the Bros than I was expecting. And maybe it's not over as he finds the Q. Teddy wins it out and that's a delayed ace.
Just got a ton of money.
She did. Teddy is a very large deal. I believe had an easily large rod and a amp tomen. What's going on as Gideon, oh my goodness. I mean, Zeka just does a lot of work as the oh no! Loki immediately punished. That is not the shot he wanted to take.
Oh man, he's looking for the shuffle and he gets interrupted by the arrow.
There is only one plate remaining in the bottom lane inhibitor turret. I mean, Gideon is looking for an angle towards Zeus here as Teddy is likely to be able to help take him down. Zeus is dead, but can they get more? That's the question. HLE have a lot of people in this top lane, and this inhibitor is not long for the world.
I think you just have to give this and try to get mid-turret. Then, you know that Hanwha Life Esports aren't going to be able to push through the Nexus turrets here. In fact, they're going to look for a TP to defend mid. So Teddy just barely gets this before he gets out. Losing Casting could lose you the game, though.
Yep, the Sundisk does go up, and now Kanavi is looking for Casting, and he will just be taken out. The Encore will be avoided. Good dash cannon to get out for Loki as the beat drop comes on through, but does not.
You have double AP with this Azir, so it's a great item choice.
Well, Kanavi possibly out of position here as there's the Crescent Guard pulled over the base gates as the arrow is going to go wide. Gets a flash, though, out of Teddy, and that is a huge deal. It's just not a whole lot that the Bros can do about it as there's a teleport angle. This is the Hail Mary as Gideon turns up as well, and they get their melee people into the backline, but HLE, they just regroup. Gideon gonna have to flash out of there. Now Casting losing his health bar very, very quickly as the shield comes in. Mega Inferno Bomb, and Casting's almost dead. The Comet almost killed him. I just don't think Gideon really wins it. Although he does have, I don't know, might be
Loki!
Okay, Loki! He finds the angle and takes down Zeka. He sacrifices himself, though, for it. And now it's Gumayusi's time to shine. Takes down 2 already. That's going to be a 3rd. And he's looking for even more as Teddy backing away towards his fountain. But Gumayusi has Nexus turrets in his eyes. And HLE, I think they're going to put an end to this series right here, right now. As the flash over the top as Teddy at least rebuts something, and we'll be able to stop that beat drop from coming through. And there goes Gumayusi for now. Can they actually hold on to this game? As Kanavi says, absolutely not. And he'll take down the Nexus and conclude this 2-0 for HLE.